Some of you might remember a guy called Commie Dylan.
Okay.
But if you don't, here's a little refresher, just a very quick refresher of who he is. Do you remember?
Turn it back up.
Oh, yeah.
We
Sorry.
have a first-time guest, China Daily colleague and member of the Communist Party USA, Dylan. Thank you for joining us.
Gulag, Stalin, death, starvation. So now he's back and he has his own show.
Ooh. So you got upgraded.
Yeah. Radical revolution, cadre, mode of production, bourgeoisie. Stalin is my aphrodisiac. Proletariat, I just seize the means of production.
Doesn't this place look familiar? It's often called the Chinese Santorini. But if I had to choose, I'd pick this place right here.
What? Okay. This is the Zhongguorini. China's fake Santorini.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so...
But do you guys know what Santorini is?
Yeah, we'll show you in a second. But
It's
I
that
think
place
everybody
in
knows.
Greece. It's the just so you guys know, it's those white houses with the blue domes.
It's a
in the
beautiful,
ocean.
like,
It's pretty
seaside thing.
It's Greece.
And this guy is trying to tell us that he'd prefer to be here. This is China's Santorini.
We're gonna show you why I strongly don't believe he believes that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
we
sorry, but
found out.
can you just look at what we're looking at here? This footage is unedited.
Yes.
This is his China. I can't remember if it was China Daily or Xinhua, whatever. One of the CGTN, one of the big state medias put this nonsense out. But they're trying to say that this is impressive, and you would rather go here than Santorini, to China Santorini.
Wait till we take you inside.
Yeah, wait till you really see what this place looks like. I'm sorry, they should not have done this.
They should not have done this. This is a bad one.
Yeah, let's have a quick look, okay? Well,
You're not getting. I love what we did.
Yeah. That looks horrible, by the way. This is the real one.
I like this little. This sounds like a Persona song.
It does.
Persona 4 or 5.
Yeah, it does, definitely. That's Santorini.
That's Santorini. You got the kazoo. I like the kazoo.
Oh, yeah. That's a better day.
Oh, you picked up different footage
Yeah.
too, yeah. Ah, I see.
Yeah, it looks
Cancer.
really nice there, right? Oh, I'm sorry, but doesn't that look really nice?
I would love to be there.
I'd love to be sitting there overlooking that view and you're getting
beer.
really good fresh food and it looks amazing. Yeah, that looks great. Sorry.
This is their footage. This is state media.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that restaurant compared to this? Look at the curtains in the background. Okay, come on.
You're not going to believe what the streets look
Yes. So, okay, what you're seeing here is China's state media, because this particular village, you'll see why, but it's very hot right now.
like. Yes, it gets, because it's for a sinister ass reason.
Yeah. But it's being put out by Chinese state media as the Santorini of China.
Yes.
And there are multiple videos all around the internet trying to show off how amazing it is.
Yes.
So this footage is from one of those propaganda videos trying to show you how cool it is.
Yes.
And this is what they show.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, let's carry on.
Being in China for nearly 10 years, I finally have the chance to visit Fujian. My destination is Aojiao Fishing Village, and I'm curious to find out why it's known as the most beautiful fishing village in China. Let's dive in. Aojiao Village lies along the southeastern coast of Fujian province. Surrounded by the sea, its people have relied on fishing as a way of life for generations. In 2024, President Xi Jinping inspected this village, bringing it national recognition.
What is this, North Korea?
Yep. So
Now we know why they're there.
they also made him wear a stupid hat.
They always do.
Have you noticed it doesn't matter how much of a shill you are, you can be
gotta
a
wear a hat.
Communist Party
Yeah.
member of whatever, and you come there, they're still going to dress you up like a fool. This guy studied Chinese his whole life. You know, he goes to China as this Communist Party member. He's still just a white monkey.
Yep.
It's really frustrating. It must be so bad for these guys.
Yeah, he speaks fluent Chinese. He dedicated his life to. I actually feel bad for him.
Yeah,
Not
well,
even joking.
He dedicated his life to communism, basically.
Right. Well, I don't feel bad about that. But
No.
I feel bad about, like, them still ridiculing you.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, come on, dude. You look like a tit.
Literally.
I'm
It's a nipple on his head, bro.
looks so bad.
Bro got a woven nipple on his
Yeah,
head.
it's like, what are you doing, bro?
Bro wearing an areola.
Pretty much. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, this is China's most beautiful fishing village. You heard him say it himself, right?
Yes.
This is considered China's most beautiful fishing village.
Okay, by the way, the Xi
Yes.
Jinping visit makes this incredibly relevant and important.
Yes.
If Xi Jinping goes somewhere, it's just like if Kim Jong-un goes somewhere.
Yes.
It gets blessed by the Midas touch.
Yes, and now it's-
every dollar will be thrown at it. It will be groomed to be perfect to the outside world.
Yeah.
Because it has to show that this was Xi Jinping's idea.
Yeah,
Right.
correct. Okay, so let's carry on here for a little bit, shall we? Look at that place. Looks like a communist grid.
It's my first time seeing people do live streaming sales.
Bullshit.
Yes,
Been in
10
China
years.
10 years.
It's so cool.
来欢迎我们的小五哈，是来我们福建漳州东山岛澳角渔村附近的一个海域，都是我们自家渔船捕捞、自家工厂生产的一款深海9节虾干。今天呢，我们小五来到我们直播间啊，我们老板是特别的高兴哈，所以呢，我们给大家准备了一份福利，到手价值需要68.8。来，直播间的新粉老粉们，准备好你们的手速网速哈，3、2、1，上链接。来，今天我们的直播就到此结束了哈，感谢你们，来，拜拜。
Wait, am I actually a capitalist?
Oh no. Oh no, yeah, he's a communist member of Communist Party USA, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Now he's doing live stream
He's doing live
sales.
stream sales. That's like the
dang.
most capitalist thing you can do.
Dang.
He's really like betraying his roots here.
Dang.
Karl Marx is not happy.
No.
Anyway, let's see where it goes.
During my stay in Aojiao village, I came to understand why it's called the most beautiful fishing village in China. Its charm isn't just in the stunning scenery or the picturesque village setting.
Let's zoom in. What do you think?
Yeah, because
This is where they effed up.
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, they keep going on about how picturesque and beautiful this village is. First of all,
It's like trying to make fetch happen, dude.
this is Chinese state media. This is a propaganda video. They're going to take the best shots they
Yes,
can.
yes.
They're going to portray this in the most beautiful, most amazing way possible.
Yep.
But even then, it looks crappy.
This is where they effed up.
Yeah, this is where they really effed up.
Because this cannot be ugly. It's
Yes.
not allowed.
Yes.
Because the great leader went there
Yeah.
and said this is like a symbol of our success.
Yes, I mean,
let's look.
Okay, we will. I just zoom a little bit out again to this big wide shot
Isn't
they have,
just
this
in the
drone
stunning
shot.
scenery or the picturesque village setting.
Even before we go anywhere, is that not the most boring cookie cutter like communist grid that you've ever
Yes.
seen? There's nothing beautiful. Like when you think of a fishing village, it's usually a little bit like
Well, it's Santorini.
yeah, it's Santorini. It's not like let's build a grid 10 by 10, with concrete buildings. Okay.
Can we zoom in finally? I'm
Yes,
itching.
I'm sorry, but we decided to zoom in because one thing that they forget is that Baidu, just like Google, has a street view option, and we
Shall
found
we see?
the street
Let's
view.
look. Oh, it's so pretty.
Yes, isn't this so wonderful? But don't worry, it gets much better.
That is a beautiful town. I just love what they did. This island is gorgeous. Wouldn't you want to go here?
Yeah, look at that building over there. Isn't that wonderful? The most beautiful
Oh, it's-
fishing village.
It's Santorini.
Yeah, wonderful.
China, you got to start hiding stuff a little better.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I see the Xi Jinping propaganda on
Of
the
course,
side
you
there.
wouldn't be China without it.
Yeah.
Ah, look at that. That's
What,
gorgeous.
what even is that?
I just like Dylan said. I don't know about you, but I choose this one.
Yes,
not
that's-
Santorini.
No. I mean, this is clearly superior. But wait, it gets better because as you go a little bit deeper, because this is an island, right? It's
Yes.
just a little island.
Right.
You go a little bit deeper and you see just how bad this place really is. Okay, let's get past. Yeah, okay. This is a little further, like just down the road, like probably about a kilometer away from where we started.
Yeah. There's a motorcycle repair shop.
I'm sorry, but like, what are we looking at here? This is hideous.
This is the most beautiful village in China.
Dude, the most beautiful fishing village in China. Look at the walls of that building. They're rotting and this rusty, horrible thing.
It's just so. They're using a banner to make rain go off. 'cause
Yeah, like
it's
a
soaking
roof.
their house and turning mold. Look at all the mold.
Everything's falling
everywhere.
apart.
Look at this school.
That is
This
a
an active
middle school.
Imagine. Pause that real quick. Okay. Look at next to it.
What-
Imagine you
what
invite
is-
someone over to your
what is
house.
that?
It's like a bomb down.
What is that? Like that's you walk out of your school and that building over there is right next to the entrance to your school. What happens in there? It looks like a
It looks like a torture facility.
it looks like a torture facility and a butchery in one.
You know those people that were petitioning Beijing? This is where they end up.
Yes, yes, they do.
They end up in
I love the fact that this is a middle school. There's some kind of poster with
There was.
propaganda on it, and they haven't even bothered to like clean it
Yes.
or paint it or do anything. It's all
100
just
years,
falling. What
education is
what
the
is that
priority.
sign up there? The green
What are they
sign.
trying to sell?
What is happening here? This is a
But
beautiful
you know what? Look,
Santorini.
see that green license plate? Good thing they got EVs there. Their
Yeah, it's,
priorities
at least
are
like the
straight.
EVs are there, right?
Yeah.
Dude, Commie Dylan, get bent. What is this?
Dude, this
What
is-
the hell is
this?
this?
On the main
This is the main. What's going on? This is like a. It's like a bomb went off, dude, and this is what was left.
This Gaza?
it may as well be. Look at this.
Oh my! And this is the most beautiful. This is.
China's most beautiful fishing village, guys.
It's not just like egg on face about the beautiful village. This is 100% priority of the central government to visit here and make sure this is emblematic of China's success.
Dude, okay. This is people are living there, right?
Yes.
The sign used to have a banner up there that just like ripped itself apart and like rotted away. Still, they haven't bothered. These other things have faded.
To quote Dylan, this is where I choose. I choose this one.
I love the filthy clothing
The
hanging
rust.
out the windows with the rust coming down from the air conditioner units up there. You know, the thing is, we know this place because we've seen this over and over again in
This
China.
is what China looks like.
China does look like this.
When
Dude,
you're not on red note,
Yeah.
reality is this.
Guangdong fishing
Yes,
village.
every single one looks
every
like
one of them. We've got footage of going through the exact same
You
places.
know, I got excited when Dylan was like, this is so beautiful. It's China's Santorini. I was like, maybe they've changed. So we're like, let's zoom in.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, this
Nothing
is
has changed. It's a
this
lie.
is that
China's a
Aojiao
lie.
village on what is it called?
What's the island?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dongshan Dao.
Dao, yeah.
Is it Dongshan Dao? This is it. This is that. I love that.
Swan La Bar.
Swan La Bar.
Look at this bar. Can we analyze this bar?
Yeah, let's take a look at the bar.
There is no paint on it. It is molding, and it has a pile of trash in front of it with a
Yes.
dumpster.
It says DVD MP3 on that.
By the way,
side.
that's a funny name for a bar.
Swan
Swanla
La.
just
Yeah, it
means
just means like
whatever,
forget about it.
Forget
like,
about
yeah.
whatever. So it's
forget
like-
about a bar.
And bar, ba sounds like ba. It means Swan La Ba
Yeah.
means like whatever. So they have a ramshackle bar and they call it whatever bar. It's kind
Yeah.
of perfect.
You know what?
love
What's a really clever name for a bar, but then everybody used it is 98. Bar 98 because Jiu Bar.
Oh, Joe Ba.
Because
Yeah.
Jiu means alcohol and bar is bar, so it's
bar,
like
yeah.
alcohol bar, Jiu Bar. You see
Anyway.
that in all those like Lonely Planet type
Yes.
places.
Do you want to buy CDs and DVDs? 'Cause
I don't want to
that's-
go to this bar. Like I don't know about you. I like. By the way, I do like that they try to give it that seaside vibe with
I
these like
do.
tires. You see the
I
tires?
see the tires. Do you think Dylan went here?
Maybe Dylan went here for his like to go out in the town afterwards.
I'd
He's
chill
like,
there if I had to be there.
yeah, he's like, hey man, I'm here in the Chinese Santorini, the most beautiful fishing village in China. I'm gonna go to Swan La Bar after I'm finished here doing my propaganda shoot.
So bad.
Go
dude.
lick the mold off the wall over there.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. This is just disgraceful.
Keep going. There's more.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
Hey, they've got a Pac-Man.
they got a Pac-Man.
Yeah.
You see those kind of restaurants everywhere.
You
They
get
have
like
cheap
little dumplings and stuff.
They're
They're
actually
kind
from
of cool.
Fujian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get those fish balls with the thing inside.
Yeah.
Those are
It's
nice,
not bad,
actually.
not
yeah.
bad.
I mean, this looks horrendous, but the food there's not bad. Yeah,
We
I
are
like
looking
it.
at a war scene.
I love the cables. And it's like, come on, guys. China,
China's
try a little
Santorini,
harder.
dude.
Xi Jinping, what are you going to this village for? Xi Jinping's going to this village. Oh, Zhuge Hao looks at some seafood or something. Everyone's like, whoa, this is the best place in the world.
And then everyone buys it.
Yeah.
That's what's wild.
Xi Jinping ain't got no standards.
Well, apparently, he didn't get to see this.
No, he didn't get. They probably like airdropped it
Helicopter,
right
yeah.
down to the like grid.
Yes.
You know?
Definitely.
Wow, that's rough.
I mean, it's actually worse than I even thought.
Yeah, it's bad, dude.
It's so bad. But guess what? It gets way worse. It gets
Yes.
way, way worse. Why do we have to listen to a communist employee white guy?
Yeah.
Why don't we actually listen to a Chinese guy?
Yeah, it's to an actual Chinese man who cares.
So this was the groomed, beautiful fishing village, right? What about the fishing village right next to it on the
Yeah.
same coast of Fujian? In fact, it's in the same city.
Yes, it's the same. So like the city that this particular fishing village falls under.
Yeah.
What is it, Zhangzhou?
Yeah.
There's another fishing village like just up the road.
also
from this
in
one.
Zhangzhou.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Same prefecture.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see.
So this goes into soft power. We're going to take you into the reality of the situation. This is messed up.
Yeah.
So This is why this was so important, right?
Yeah.
What does it say? During his visit last year, Xi finally recalled that during his first trip to Aojiao in 2001, he already foresaw the village's enormous potential. When I was working in Fujian, I noticed that our island communities held tremendous promise. That is, when I proposed leveraging both the mountains and the sea, using mountain resources if you live by the mountains, and using the sea if you live by the sea.
So he proposed that. That was his idea. Hey guys, if you live in the mountains, use the resources in the mountains. Guys, if you live next to the sea, use the resources in the sea. Do you think they didn't know that? They were like, holy crap, I've been hiking like 10 kilometers to go get some dirt from a neighboring village.
I was so stupid. I was up there traipsing around in the snow on the peak of that mountain trying to sell mahi-mahi, and it just wasn't working.
Exactly.
I just couldn't do it. you know?
Exactly. I'm trying to plant crops in the ocean. It's not
Yes, it
working.
sucks. They float
This
away.
banana tree, I put it into the sea and it just floats. Yeah. Come on, guys. This guy is like dumb. It's like, I thought this up. Wow. And everybody takes this at face value and they'll
Quick
like
math, dude.
put this slogan on the walls. They'll teach this in school.
Oh, really? It'll be calligraphy.
Yeah.
I'm
And
not
they-
joking.
Yeah. And they will teach this in school to kids. Xi Jinping said, if you live in the mountain, use the resources of the mountain. If you live by the sea, use the resources of the sea. And they'll be
Yes.
like, what a great man.
Wow,
he is
that was
such a
prophetic.
visionary. Wow. Amazing.
Wow, so good. I bet Rick would say that,
Oh,
wouldn't
he would.
Wow, so good.
Okay, so let's get into their reality.
Yeah, let's get into the
Let's
reality.
look at the fishing village right below it. So there's,
Yes.
in 2018,
So, yeah.
there was an issue with this fishing village. Remember,
can
this
see-
is
by
in
the
the
way,
same city.
You can see it looks almost exactly the
Yes,
same.
yeah, it's the same
There's just
type of
Xi
thing.
Jinping didn't go to this one down the road.
No.
He went to the other one.
Even though this is in the same city.
Yes.
It says, in the past, all our domestic waste had to be transported off the island for treatment, which took a long time and was inefficient and inevitably had a certain impact on the environment on the island and in the sea. Now that our island has its own waste incineration plant, the situation will effectively be improved, Mr. Tai said. A villager in Wuyu village happily told reporters. Shall we look at it? And so this is 2018.
Yes.
Shall we see how it's improved after the incinerator and now in 2025, literally the other day?
Sure. Let's
我的
take a
心
look.
都碎了，你知道吗？当你看到这个
Heartbreaking.
场
You
景
know
的
why?
时候，
You will know when you see this scene.
这就是海边，
This is the
然后
seaside.
这个垃圾是直接排海
Garbage is directly discharged to the sea.
Yeah.
这么大量的垃
Such a
圾。
large amount of garbage.
我在长江边上捡了这
I've
么
been
多年
picking
垃
up
圾，
garbage on the Yangtze River for
面对
many
这种
years.
场景真的是
I'm really powerless in
无能为
the
力。
face of this kind of scene. This guy's a
不管
hero.
怎么样，
Yeah, he's a hero.
我还是打电话举
Whatever,
报
I'll still call and report it and see what they reply.
看一下有什么回复。
您好
Hello, this is 1270 at your service.
号为您服务。你好，郑州市123。
Hello,
Just-
Zhangzhou City. How
Yeah.
can I help you?
So Zhangzhou City is where this Aojiao Island,
Yeah, it's
the one
also
that we
the other
saw
one, yeah.
with Commie Dillon, and this one are both part of that city. By the way, can we just take a look at this mound of garbage
Yeah.
that's just being pushed into the sea?
Yeah.
Wonderful, isn't it?
It's disgusting.
是我请问什么？
How can I help you?
你好，我想投
I
诉
would
一
like to complain about a
个
pollution
污
problem.
染的问题。
您请说哪个地方？
Where and what situation is it? There's a kid in the
Yeah,
background
you
on
can
her
hear.
phone now.
什么情况呢？
是
Wuyu Village, Gangwei Town, Longhai District, Zhangzhou
港
City.
尾镇吴语村。从现场来看的话，它
Judging from the scene, it's garbage from the village.
就是没有处理，
Look at how much garbage that is.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
at that. That's him.
Yeah, he's on top of the garbage pile.
It wasn't disposed or transported. It was directly poured into the sea.
倒到海里面去了。
村里的生活垃圾。
So the garbage wasn't taken away and it was going straight to the sea?
我看到的
Yes.
大部分是
It's mostly this village's garbage. I'll reply to this request of this phone number.
好，谢谢。
Thank you.
好，不客气，感谢您的
Thanks for
来
your
电。
call. I wish you a happy
快乐
life.
再见
Goodbye.
What is that? That's ominous.
It is. So this massive this just sheer mountain of garbage was dealt with in 2018.
Yeah, well, they
It
said
wasn't enough.
they built an incinerator.
China
right?
doesn't do shit.
No.
China doesn't do shit. And even the places that get all this lavish attention from the government look like shit too.
Yeah.
And this is the problem with dictatorships. This is the problem with one-party states. This is the problem when you have a government that arrests people for complaining, right? Do you know why I say that? This number that he called, this is in Fujian, right?
Yeah.
This woman in the next clip, she also called this number. She called this number
Yeah,
to
yeah.
complain about something. You want to
Yeah,
see what happened to her?
we've got another clip to show you. Before we do, I mean, we looked this up on Google Earth, and you can see the garbage pile from Google Earth.
Yes.
You know, we actually looked it up next to this building he's standing next to. It's pretty insane.
您请说哪个地方？什么情况？
Again, this is right down it's in the same city as Aojiao Village, that
China's
pristine-
most beautiful fishing
what is
village.
it? Freaking Santorini.
Yes.
You know?
China's Santorini. The hell.
This is the people glazing China and saying like they got it all figured out and everything's free and they have social programs and it's clean. Full of shit, dude.
Yeah,
You're full of shit.
Green technology, sorry.
We lived
Look at
there
this.
over a decade and we've never seen anything actually work out, to be honest.
This is why when China promises things like, oh, we're going to improve the environment, we're going to bring emissions down, or
or
it's a lie.
the UK is like, we're going to partner up with China now because Trump's not good for the environment or whatever. We're going to partner up with China. We're going to partner up with China.
Yeah.
We're going to partner up with this pile of shit garbage is what you're saying.
Again, you can look at every single promise, every 5-year plan that China has promised to do. None of it has ever been held. Like, they've never, ever kept their promise.
No.
So, every time you see China's going to do this, China's going to do that, it's nonsense. They make a big hoo-ha.
Well, it's great for bureaucrats that just want the stats delivered by the government, that they've done this and that and this and that, EV and solar this and garbage this.
Exactly. They say, hey, listen, there's a problem. We're cracking down on it. We're putting in an incinerator. We're going to fix it.
Yes.
And then that's how they work. Then everybody's attention's taken away because they're like, oh, good, it's been dealt with.
Yep.
Then they go look somewhere else. And then they never do it.
Yeah.
And if they do it, they do it for a minute and then leave it because it's too much hassle. And the problem still persists and it gets worse. But because they made a big hoo-ha about it, everybody already thinks that the Chinese government's great and they're capable of taking care of problems.
Yep.
They didn't do anything.
No.
Anyway, this woman.
So this is also in Fujian.
Yes,
We
so
want to keep this all
Xiamen.
local.
So this is
Yeah.
Xiamen, which is, big city.
Nearby
Nice
there.
city. I've been there.
Yeah.
This is Xiamen nearby. This woman called because she was having trouble with the urban management. Urban management are the guys that walk around and enforce signage on the roads, and you can't put things on the road. So she called that number to complain.
So you remember we just watched that
Yeah,
phone call,
yeah.
right?
So she called the number to say urban management have been rough and not nice, and they're doing bad things or whatever. So what do you think happened?
Let's have a look. Let's see your one-party state. The police took her away
Yeah, the police came and roughed her up and took her away because she phoned to complain.
to complain about law enforcement.
Yeah, that's how it works in China. You don't get rid of the problem. You get rid of the people that are exposing the problem.
Correct. Just like that hero. So that guy, he does a lot of amazing work. He goes around China and finds out if the government programs are working. Yeah. Are they getting rid of pollution? Are they getting rid of the cancer villages?
Yes.
Are they getting rid of the pollution or the garbage,
Yeah.
right? And he goes and does this, and I have a lot of clips of him. I follow him. I love this guy.
Yeah,
He's
we'll
doing
show more
great
from him.
stuff. But I'm worried about him too.
Me too. By the way, just so you know, this kind of site that you're seeing here is fairly common. The reason why we can say it's fairly common is we've come across it ourselves a lot. We've traveled around all of China, okay, except
I'll show you
for
this on Red Note.
No, except for Xinjiang and Tibet. Those are the
That's
only
it.
two regions we haven't been. Every other region, you will find scenes like this in the rural areas. It's very common.
Very.
Yeah, so we just want to splash a little bit of reality on everybody who's been inundated by Chinese propaganda these days.
Yeah. Speaking of which, gutter oil, they dig up used oil from the troughs and the gutters of
Yes.
China, and then they repurpose it, right?
Yes.
This is how it's done. This woman's watching people at night, not in restaurant uniform, in the middle of the night digging out oil from a grease trap in the
Yes.
street.
Because, restaurants will have a grease trap to prevent the grease from going, and they are supposed to be cleaned out properly, okay? But when you've got clandestine people coming in the middle of the night to steal the grease,
Yeah.
it's not legit.
No.
Okay? So what they do is they take the gutter oil, as it's called, sewer oil, and they take it to be repurposed in these gutter oil factories.
Which jams it full of carcinogens and, of course, bacteria and things like that.
Yes.
But the thing
Here is one of those processing plants.
So this is what you saw in the thumbnail, right? This is what's still happening, and this was a perfect example, and this is directly related to that garbage pile we're talking about.
Yeah.
They made a law now, 10 years ago, in China that you get the death penalty if you are caught making gutter oil, because it was so embarrassing for China.
Yes,
right?
it's huge embarrassment.
They are still doing it en masse. It has not gone anywhere.
Of course not.
Faced with death, China doesn't do shit.
Yeah, they don't care.
Nope.
Because there's a profit to be made.
Yes.
If you go and you take that digoyo, as it's called, the gutter oil, from the literally the sewers, and you go and sell it to these processing plants, and as you can see, it's not exactly very clean. You'll make a profit. You'll make a decent profit. Now, there are proper ways to dispose of it. Like it can go to become industrial lubricants and things like that, but they don't do that because there's no profit in that.
No.
So,
Selling it back to the restaurant, because let's say you pay $100 for a big jug of oil, you're now paying 10. Right?
Yeah.
It does the same job.
Exactly.
Gives it a certain amount of flavor as well. We've
guess
had
so,
gutter oil a lot in China.
Here's the thing. Most Chinese cooking involves oil. And that's maybe why people maybe don't understand why it's such a big thing. But pretty much all of the cooking in the restaurant, it's all fried in oil.
Yeah.
All right? That's how Chinese people, they either steam or they fry things.
Yes.
So there's no ovens. Nothing gets baked.
No.
All right. So there's a huge amount of oil that's used, and it is a massive cost for restaurants.
It is.
So for them to go and buy this used gutter oil, it saves them a lot of money in the long run.
It does.
Even in the short run.
It does. So again, top-down policy, not doing anything.
Yeah.
They haven't fixed it. Do you have any experience with soap operas?
I hate them.
What is your experience with soap operas?
They suck.
Can you
okay.
pause that real quick? Bro can't even walk in showing his nips.
Yeah.
Free the nipple.
Oh, no.
Dun, dun, dun.
The foreigner is supposed to be like a monkey on TV. We have to act excitedly over every little thing. He looks creepy.
Hey, look at the TV in the background.
Yes, look at the TV in the background.
Oh, can you give me your... Oh, this is getting creepo.
This guy's so unnerving.
No,
Stop.
I hate this. Oh, see how it gets weird? Bro is an expert of Chinese culture, language, opera.
Yeah.
Has dedicated his life, won a scholarship, and he's walking around. People are calling him shit.